Hi, my name is Mohamed Najmi Faiz, and today we are going to take a look at Freddie Mac case. And for this part, we are going to identify the problem.
The first problem is amortized gains to smooth company earnings. Freddie did that in order to boost investor and lender confidence. Next is weak accounting policies. This happened because of Freddie's lack of attention to the staffing, skill set and resources to set its accounting policies. Okay, next, the problem is misstated earnings. Many senior staff members claim that the mistake is unintentional, but the press said otherwise. After that, the next problem is the personal relationship of Anderson and Freddie Mac. The 22 years of auditing service with the same company may have caused familiarity or trust threat. Lastly, for the last problem is the auditor independence. This problem happened because Freddie Mac paid a huge amount of audit fees which could affect the independence and objectivity of Anderson. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
In accordance to the ISEs, Anderson, the auditors, will not be responsible to do their audits expecting to detect any frauds or any material misstatement as what the public was expected for them to do and would they want them to do. But um, Anderson have the responsibility to investigate and report the misstatements only when there was concern was raised regarding the events. Therefore, auditors should respond by providing the reasonable assurance to prove that the events of the material misstatements was actually happened.
The conclusion of this case, duty to exercise reasonable care is skill. To define themselves as the auditor, Anderson should provide themselves they are actually performing their audit while following their professional standard and remain professionally competent and perform their job with care. Therefore, they will not be liable to be responsible for this misstatement.
For the second case, we will take a look at Toshiba accounting scandal. It's about the accounting fraud committed by Toshiba Corporation, to which its auditor Ernst and Young Shinihon contributed through a combination of negligence and incompetence. The auditor is responsible for a large portion of the fraud. From this case, we found four major problems that violates the law. First, the length relationship between Ernst and Young Shinihon and Toshiba. Second, high earning manipulation through window dressing. Third, not sharing the information with other team members. And the last one, the auditors did not report the wrongdoing to the board of directors.
Now, if we look at MIA bylaws, there are several rules broken by Toshiba. So the first rule that were broken by Toshiba in the first problem are Section 240, which Toshiba manipulates their financial information. So moving on to the second law that was broken is Section 270, which Toshiba corporate culture, which demanded obedience. So there was pressure from the superior. Now moving on to the problem with EY with Toshiba. Now as we can see at the quote up there, there is a built a misplaced sense of confidence. So EY didn't report the irregularities, the mistakes of the account from the accounting perspective to anybody, to the accounting body. So according to section 920 of MIA bylaws, there is created a self-interest or intimidation threat because there is a long close business relationship between EY and Toshiba.
The conclusion of this case is Japan possesses an excellent theoretical framework to deal with the issue of auditors' liabilities in connection with all plausible parties, so Toshiba has been held liable for its misconduct negligence by the financial service agency.